Where you get paid. Volume. Okay? Not nice to think about it from the perspective of the patient, but from a healthcare provider perspective, the more volume you do, the more money you make. Salary.
Other way around. You're going to get the lump sum, so you might as well not work too hard.
So it's actually technically volume neutral, but you have no incentive to work hard. Okay? Capitation means, or budget means you get paid a fixed amount of money to take care of a fixed number of people. You keep that money and then you spend it for their care.
This is low volume, right?
Low volume. The lower the volume, the more money you take home. Okay, now let's translate this into the real world. I was 15 years in private practice in the United States, a clinical doctor doing what Rania is doing. Okay? I was eating lunch. My staff would come up to me and they would say, Mrs. Smith is on the phone. She doesn't feel very good. You have no time in your schedule other than lunch. She can come right over. Do you want to see her? So what model did I have in the United States of these three? Fee for service. What did I say?
Yes.
Yes, I said yes, sure. Because all of my costs for that day were fixed. We rented our office space. I was paying my staff the same amount of money. We paid my insurance costs. Everything was fixed. The only thing that was variable was the volume. So if she came in to see me, in those days it would be $25, today it would be $80. That was basically going to come to me. Okay. Now, let's say I'm paid a salary. What am I going to say? No, you can't interrupt my lunch. I need it. Okay.
Is that fixed volume?
No volume. Fixed. No volume. You're not influenced by volume. You're just paid a salary. You're paid. Okay. So you can say yes or no. Actually, what I would say, what really would happen in an environment like this, I would say to the person who is on the phone with the sick person, how sick are they? If they're sick, I want to see them because I have a professional responsibility. Okay, so I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say yes. It would be maybe determined actually by the story. Okay, what happens here?
Definitely no.
Definitely no. So we may close the office at lunchtime. Okay, we may have one fewer employee, so you can't get through. Okay, so you can't call. Right? Okay. One more thing about Japan. They have a lot of hospital beds. A lot of hospital, two more things. A lot of hospital beds. They have a lot of old people. This is a cultural thing. Again, this supports that culture drives the healthcare system. How do they treat the elderly in Japan?
Respect.
Great deal of respect.
Out of culture, not
As a culture, great deal of respect. So when grandma, Safta, when Safta gets sick, what happens? She goes to the hospital, she stays there, because they don't know what to do with her. Okay? They don't want to take her home, they don't know that they can take her home, so she stays. So you have this longer length of stay, more hospitalizations, as a function of the fact there are very many elderly and the way they treat the elderly. One more quick point. In the United States, how many visits to a doctor are there on average? Mason, do you have a guess on this? It's about 4.
And you as a person, you
Yeah.
go 4 times a year?
Average person goes about 4 times a year in the United States. Okay? And I don't know what the numbers are like in Israel. But in Japan, it's 14 times. That's more than once a month. Average person. That includes people like us who are healthy. Right? And so if you take people like us who have nothing wrong, that means that other people are going once a week. Twice a week. Twice a month. Right?
But sorry for interrupting. But it could be also the way that they found incidental findings, like findings.
Like, probably I don't feel anything, but they made me an X-ray and they put a mass on my lung.
Okay, so,
Sorry, what was the 14?
hmm?
What was the 14?
The visit.
Number of visits per year to the doctor
In Japan.
in Japan.
Okay.
How long does a doctor visit in Japan?
No waiting.
2 hours?
2 hours?
2 minutes.
Oh, minutes. Oh, okay, I was like,
2
today.
minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. What do you get done in 2 minutes? Actually, disease management. If you're managing somebody's high blood pressure, because stroke is the #1 cause of death in Japan, you want to see them all the time. And you just check the number. Are you taking your pills? Okay? So there's probably, I believe, this, we published a paper on this, so I believe that the frequent visits for very short periods of time are probably effective in managing chronic disease.
Yeah.
Okay?
I think there's also a large number of nurses per person. This has a lot to do
What
with
per person, I'm sorry?
nurses.
Nurses.
Number of nurses. This is very important because the work is distributed.
Right.
The doctor only sees the numbers.
Right. So what you have in Japan is a private system of healthcare, doctors in private practice, practicing fee-for-service, where volume is a very big deal. A lot of volume, but a lot of service. And you go to the doctor whenever you want. You don't need to worry about waiting for an appointment. They don't have waits. It's a quick visit, but it works. Thanks.
And these 2-minute visits in Japan are done by a physician?
Yeah.
2 minutes visit or 2 minute waiting time.
2-minute visit. 2-minute visit.
What
2 minutes?
Discuss with the doctor for 2 minutes.
Not much.
They just check your
Not much. I've seen this in China. I actually sat and watched 2-minute visits. It's, we don't have time to talk about it. It's amazing.
It's fascinating.
It's
because, like,
amazing.
in the States, like, usually you get like 15, 20 minutes with the,
Yeah,
with
so
your
I
appointment.
did a little part of my study. I looked at, in China, I watched doctors take care of their patients. And there were something like 18 people in the room at the same time.
Group therapy.
Group therapy. 2 doctors, 2 patients, family members watching, the patient who was coming up 2 minutes later, standing right there, and then the person who was coming in 4 minutes later, standing in the room waiting with their tube. So it's 2, 2, 2,
so
times 2.
Privacy equals 0.
No privacy.
But it also depends what information they come in with. I mean, the more, waiting room has questionnaires, nurses take the blood pressure outside, etc., you can make a more concrete decision making.
It's,
Has a lot to do with
It's
okay,
still
so
okay.
Davey, you get the last word, then we're gonna take a break, we're gonna come back, do one presentation, then have lunch.
I read a study a while ago that talked about how the average American doctor interrupts their patient after 30 seconds.
Yes.
So it was talking about how actually, like, in America it sounds good that we have more time with the doctor, but it could be reduced so much because the doctor stops listening really early on, a couple minutes in, so.
Right, and I think in Japan, there is no listening, okay? There's no talking, the doctor just looks at the numbers, tells them what to do, and they do. But, well, it goes on and on, okay? All right, so, this is our schedule for the rest of the day here, okay? I think we have 3 more presentations to do. We're gonna do one, we're gonna take a break, we're gonna have one before lunch, we'll have my wife after lunch for the first hour, 2 presentations after that, and then we're done. I think that's what,
Who's after the break?
Who's doing that?
I'll look and I'll tell you in a moment. Who's presenting today? Right, 1, 2, 3. So I think, Lynn, you were the first. Are you ready?
Yep.
So you'll present after the break, Mesa after lunch, after Barbara. Okay? So the 2 of you will be after Barbara. Right? Okay. Let's yeah, just 7 minutes, okay? All right?
Have it like 31 seconds, like, then I'm fine.
I knew. Yes.
No, good.
I have perfect. Yeah.
What did you
time, he was obsessed. Every lunch. Every lunch you're like, okay, tea time, right?
Okay, no, I